echo me. Ici, monsieur? Is it turned on? Are the lights on at the bottom?
Sure is.
Did you turn it on?
I think I can speak loud enough. I had a question. First of all, you talked about all the detail in the house, in your apartment. I noticed all the family pictures. Were those your family?
Yes, in the Jackie Brown apartment. Now, Quentin is so meticulous. He painted that apartment to go with my uniform about 6 times. And he would hold up the uniform and have the painting go, and then he had me come in and decorate it as to how I would like it, what colors. And I would sleep in the apartment at night, which scared everybody. But, you know, I was packing, so it was okay. They kind of know me. And I wanted to learn that apartment because in your apartment, you know where the refrigerator handle is, you know how to swing it, open the drawers, where the coffee cups are. It's like a dance. And I wanted to know, he says, I want you and Sam to learn your lines. Don't drop a line because I don't want to cut. So it's a 15-minute scene, just like the films in the 70s, long-ass scenes. And he says, it's like a dance. So I want you to know every square foot of your apartment so you know how to take a step, do something, take a step, do something else. And he had little lights hidden in a book or a light or a plant so that I can be lit as I'm walking through the apartment. He's just a master. Wow. It was so great working with him. You'll learn filmmaking if you study his films.
We had at least 2 questions, the variations of the question about how you feel about being the matriarch of action stars, female action stars.
Tired. Because my grandfather was the first feminist in my life, and I hope I'm not boringly reiterating because some of you were at the dinner tonight, or in my book. My grandfather wanted all the girls to do everything the boys did. Hunt and fish and shoot, drive the tractor, bring the boat in, and put worms on hooks to go fishing. And he just said, I want the girls to do everything the boys do. He was thinking of equality then. And so it prepared me, and I brought it to film. And everyone was going, oh yeah, we do that too. Well, why ain't you up here? You know, but that's what he was preparing me for, a life of being independent and self-sufficient so that I can live on acreage and a farm and take care of animals and take flying lessons. And, you know, as he would say, you take small steps, but you still move forward. And heaven is just beyond the fear. So I've always had that with me to encourage myself and others and your daughters and your sisters, and men feel comfortable with allowing me to be just crazy. And they love it. And he said, if a woman can do things, a man will respect you. And I live for that.
You mentioned putting worms on hooks. This is sort of a segue into a question about Richard Pryor, who I guess was very impressed with your ability to do that.
Yeah, he didn't expect me to be a country girl. You know, in the world of Mudbone, when I met him on the film of Grease Lightning, about Kendall Scott, the first black NASCAR driver. And so he was giving a little picnic out at his place in Buckhead, Georgia. It's now a suburb, very ritzy. But back in the day, so all of these people were out there, and I said, I don't know if I want to come. You know, I've got to study my lines, because he had already started the film 3 weeks prior to my arrival, so I'm catching up. And so they said, please come, it'll be an insult if you don't come. Okay, I'll come out there. And so there were people trying to put worms on hooks, and he couldn't do it. He was like, everyone was getting stuck with the hook, and they couldn't tie the hook on the line. And so I said, come on, let me do it. And so I started doing it, and it impressed him that I could put worms on a hook. and we used to tell stories about how we used to hose down our yards the night before so that the worms and night crawlers would come out for bait.
Oh my God.
I used to love that. And so he said, if you take me back, you give me family. You give me memories. So that's how we kind of hooked up.
There's a young woman named Passion in the audience who is determined to be the sexiest woman alive. And she thought you might have some advice. Stand up, Passion.
I think she has a date already.
Are you over there?
His hands are going up. They're looking for her now. They're looking for her.
She thought you'd have some advice.
About?
Being the sexiest woman alive.
Being the sexiest woman alive? Passion's the sexiest woman alive?
She wants to be. She's aspiring.
Girl, you're going to be tired. Get a sofa out of it. I think what attracts anyone to anyone is knowing how to do something, thinking outside of the box. Because I tell all the girls, hey, don't buy any shoes. They're going to be there. Go buy a jet ski and invite the boys to the lake. And you can get them used. You don't have to buy, the new ones are like 14,000, a few hundred miles on them, maybe 5,000, but you can get one for 3,000 and with 4 other friends and a trailer, and it's for to explore or escape and go out to the lake and party and invite the boys. And so that you show you can do something. But let me tell you, I know some hot women, I know y'all want to know who they are, in Miami, that have a cigarette boat. 6 of them bought a cigarette boat. That thing goes 300 miles an hour offshore in their bikinis. They pick up all the hip-hop artists. The guys are like, hey, can you stop and take me for a ride? And it's like they pull up in their trailer, and they, dock their boat, launch it, and it's like, these women are fierce. And they all are MBAs. They are fierce. So doing things, and I think that attracts, men or women or whatever. But I think to be able to do something and enjoying life, enjoying like gratitude for what you have. And some people think, I don't have a lot, but you keep saying the I don't. Did y'all read The Secret? You keep saying I don't have, the universe sends you more I don't have. So you say, I have this, and it's great, and it'll send you more greatness. And revisit The Secret if you have it, or go online. It's a really important book about self-fulfillment and affirmation. So if you're affirmative about who you are, people will say, hey, that's great, show me the way, be the light that other people can find their way. And that's what attracts people. I'm a cancer survivor. I just had 3 surgeries on my thyroid in 1 year. But I still wrote a screenplay and a TV series. And I go out and airlift 500 dogs with pilots and paws, and I'm getting my private pilot's lessons, because that takes me away from all that pity party I'm not going to have. It's not given tomorrow. It's not a given. I'm here in the present, in the moment of now with you guys. Eckhart Tolle, read. You'll learn about how you can elevate your spirituality and do more than you thought you could do. Every day when I wake up, I tweet a greetings to you. Good morning, global Tweety Pies and Huggables. Hug, hold, and inspire. Jim, focus, spin. If you don't feel like it, just sit there and meditate and feel good about what you have. A roof over your head. You're not in a dirt hut with no water and electricity. You're in the greatest country. We can do a lot with what we have, or what some people say, what little. I don't see that half full. I wake up, I go, oh, if I wake up breathing, I'm going to have a good day. Because we are dying at all ages. And I'm with you here now because you have celebrated my career for 45 years. I'm old. My career is older than most of you in here. And I want to thank you, and I want to thank you for supporting the film industry.
Yeah.
Without you, there is no actor. Without the audience, there is no actor. You are part of all of this and the process. So I came out here to thank you for that.
We love you.
All of you, sexy, hot Detroit rises and kicks butt. Detroit is amazing. You have a wonderful city to be so proud of. And that you hosted one of my first premieres of my early films, and you were gracious and artful, and you had culture and power. It's still there, I feel it. So again, thank you.
Thank
you guys
you.
are amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us, Pam Grier.
Detroit, we're reaching out. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. Lead that way. Light that way. Show them how to revive and be a renaissance. Show them.